When you think about money, what is one of the first things that comes into your mind? It's most likely one of three things. Number one, money is the root of all evil. It is the sole cause of all of the problems that we have in this world. Two, money is a necessary evil. We have to have it in order to live and survive. Or three, money is a good thing. It is the cause for a lot of the many, many good things that happen in this world. Hi, this is Matt Dana with LiveTheHDLife.com, and today I'm going to be talking about money mindset, why it's so important, and what we can do to change our money mindset from a low level to a high level in the next 30 days. I kind of noticed a growing trend on social media and in the news the last couple of years, and it seems like we are starting to dislike and almost even hate people with money. We accuse them of being selfish and greedy, robbing the poor so that they can have their mansions and fly in their fancy planes. And we've kind of demonized people that have lots of money. And in my opinion, we really, really should not be doing this. Now, I understand there are some people out there that have a lot of money without having done anything in their lives, the hedge fund babies or whatever you want to call them, that were given everything on a silver platter, or the people that won the lottery, became millionaires overnight without having to do anything except get lucky. But in my opinion, the vast majority of people that have a lot of money did so in an ethical way, and it's most likely because of two things. Number one, it's a result of their habits that they have developed over a lifetime. And two, it's because of how much value they were able to provide to their marketplace or to their workplace. They invested in themselves, in their time, their talents, and in their mindset. They became more valuable. And because of that, they were able to invite more money to come into their lives. Okay, so it's a totally different shift on how to view money. We either hate it and the people that have it, or we can start to embrace it that in order to have more, we have to become more in order to attract it to us. Okay, so that's why I wanted to ask you, what is the level of your money mindset? How do you think about money? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? You're going to have to answer that question. But if you're realizing that you kind of have a low level of money mindset, today I'm going to share two activities that you can do to really improve that and make your mindset more open so that you can invite more money to come into your lifetime. Okay, so these are two simple activities that you can do every single day for the next 30 days, and it will make a huge shift in the way you view money. Okay, the first one is called the prosperity game. Okay, so I've seen this from a different couple of people, done different ways, but this is kind of the version that I like to do. For the next 30 days, you are going to spend a lot of money. And no, you don't have to go out and take out a bank loan in order to spend this money. It's pretend money. But day one, you're going to spend $5,000. Day two, you're going to spend $10,000, and you're going to increase by $5,000 every day until you hit day 30. And on day 30, you're going to spend $150,000. This does a couple of things. One, it helps you get used to the idea of large amounts of money coming into and going out of your lifetime. Okay, it also helps you get to think on what you would actually do with your life. How would you change, or what would you do differently? Okay, now the hard part is, or actually the fun part, is that you really have to spend the money. When you're doing it, you need to really imagine that you're there writing out the check, putting the cash down on the counter. I want you to imagine what it looks like, what it feels like to spend that amount of money. For example, let's say you're going out on a fancy date with your significant other. You want to look really nice for the occasion. I want you to go out in your mind, go to the tailors, pick out the nicest suit that you can find, have them custom fit it to you. I want you to imagine what it looks like, what it feels like going into the shop, trying on the suits, having the person measure you for the suit. I want you to imagine counting out the bills to pay for your brand new suit that you're wearing out on this date. I want you to imagine renting a limousine. What does it feel like to ride in that limousine? What does it look like? What does it smell like? I really want you to get into this. Don't just say, okay, I'm going to spend $1,000 on this and $5,000 on that and be done for the day. No, you really have to take a little bit of time and really get into this activity. And it's really going to make a huge difference in your life. Okay? So that is the prosperity game. That is the number one activity. Number two is something that I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. He's a very, very big, influential entrepreneur, author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he has a saying that I absolutely love. Now, a lot of poor people, when they're looking at something that they want, and they'll tell themselves, I can't afford that, which is a good thing. If you don't have the money, you should not be buying things on credit cards. But instead of telling yourself that you can't afford it and shutting your brain off, ask yourself the question, how can I afford it? This lets you start to think, to dream, to plan a little bit, to get creative. How can you get more money to come into your life so you can afford the things that you want? That's a huge shift in mentality. So the I can afford it, which shuts your brain down and kind of ends your thinking, move that over to how can I afford it, which invites thinking and dreaming and opens up the possibilities of what you can do in order to have more money come into your life. Okay, so for the next 30 days, try out these two different activities, the prosperity game, and just shift your thinking on from I can't afford it to how can I afford it. And I will guarantee big things are going to happen. You're going to expand the level of your money mindset. You're going to start inviting more money to come into your life, and things are going to start changing for you a little bit. Okay? Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments some things that you've done to improve your money mindset, or just what your thoughts are about money. I'd love to hear them. If you found value in this video, please tag and share with your friends. This is Matt Dana with LiveTheHDLife.com. I will see you in the next video.